video was inspired by Trisha Paytas because I just saw her video on the water fasting. She was a little confused. She asked a question, why water fast? So I have a huge tip for anyone who weighs themselves on the scale and likes to count calories, because Trisha was a little confused as if it's water fasting, mostly like calories. She says, well, then I can, because she was really hungry. She said, then I can have some toast and some peanut butter. We're going to talk about all that in this video. But first of all, if you're new to my channel, I do a variety of content. So if you like any of my videos, do subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and I encourage you to leave a comment below. Okay, so if you're interested in some tips on losing weight, good tips, ones that actually work, keep watching. So one of the first things that I want to talk about is water fasting and what it does and what it doesn't do. So first of all, it's not for everyone. I know personally that I can interview, if you guys are interested, people who have done 30-day water fasting. One of my best friends, he did a 30-day water fast. There's many people that I know that do water fasting. Me, personally, I could not even do it for one day. It's different for each person's body and the starting point of where you're at, if it's something that you can do. Now, water fasting, basically what it does is it gives your digestive tract a break. That's basically what's happening, is your digestive tract and all the blood, instead of going to digesting food in your stomach, it has a break so that it can use that energy to go and heal other parts of your body that need healing energy, especially at night when you sleep. So feeling hungry is, I think, something that's normal on a water fast. I know for a fact it's not for everyone, and I know it's not for me. Now, in my opinion, right, what's better than a water fast is a juice cleanse for 3 days. What is the difference? The difference is that you're not going to lose those electrolytes. You're not going to lose any kind of nutrition that you need. You're losing so much when you're just drinking water, especially if you don't have a carrier in it. And I'm going to explain what I mean by that. First of all, there are two things that go into your stomach that go directly to your brain. Two things: water and aspirin. Those are the only two things that go directly from your stomach right to your brain. So that's why water is so important for us to drink all the time. And as I've mentioned in other videos, you want to take your weight divided by 2, and those are the ounces of water that you should be drinking every day, just for normal functioning. Just normal functioning, okay? So I think that Trisha already does that. I can see that she's drinking a lot of water, and congratulations to Trisha for her, weight loss that she has. I mean, you don't fail until you stop doing you stop heading towards your goals. So I see her as a success, especially because now she's looking better, she's feeling better, and she's trying different things. A juice cleanse does not involve blended drinks, right, that have a frozen banana. That's not a juice cleanse. So if you're drinking something and it has a frozen banana, that's not a juice cleanse. A juice cleanse is where you're drinking vegetables, high concentrations of vegetables, superfoods, and fruits, and maybe some coconut water. It's all very liquidy. It's not thick like a shake. You're just doing like a 3-day juice cleanse. The reason I recommend doing that instead of a water fast is because you are giving yourself the highest form of nutrition. You're staying hydrated. You're getting all your vitamins. And so it helps you not to lose your electrolytes. not to feel weak, not to feel tired like you can on a water fast. Now, I get it. Trust me, I've researched health all of my life. So I get that they have these water fest retreats where they say, the first couple of days, you're going to feel tired, and you're going to feel like grumpy, and you're going to get a headache, and you're going to get this, that, and the third. And they attribute that to, they'll say the word detoxing. I call that BS, and I'm going to tell you why. Because it is not a straight answer for your body and my body. You can't say something is a straight, true fact for everyone's body, because again, you don't know what diseases or what organs are not working properly, or if they're already dehydrated, if they've already had a ton of sugar. You do not know where that body is coming from. That's why I believe in custom nutrition for you personally. But the advice that I'm giving you is, if you're going to do a 3-day water fast, go ahead. A lot of people are successful. And basically what you're going to be doing is just drinking a lot of water that's just going to go through your system. It's really good for your brain. Go through your system, and you're going to pee it out. Go through your system and peeing it out. So it's kind of like flushing your system. It's just like a shower for the inside of your body. A shower. That's what it is, with zero nutrition. Okay? So this is why I'm saying that a juice fast would be much better. Now, let me just, I've got so many things in my head. First of all, let me get back to what I was talking about as far as the carrier in the water. So basically, a long, long time ago, I can still remember when they were building this building, and I saw this building being built, and I don't know, something came in my head, and I said, you know what, whatever that building is going to be, I'm going to work there. And what it turned out to be was something like a Pilates thing, but it's not, it's different. It was these machines that you lay down, and each machine, as you lay down, like say these were your legs, it would just move your legs, okay? It was just a different thing, and I worked there, and that is where I learned how to do body wraps. Now, body wraps are for water loss and to shrink your fat cells. There are many different body wraps. I did body wraps for many, many years, and that is when I learned that if you don't put a carrier in your water, define carrier. Okay. I don't want to say sugar, but sugar is a carrier. Sugar is really bad for you. I don't recommend sugar, white sugar. It's really bad for you. You can do a little bit of agave. You can do a little bit of lemon. These are carriers that will be able to take the water and hydrate your cells instead of drinking water and having it go straight through you. So the water should have something like a carrier. But juicing, right, is it's all liquids, and you are going to be filled with nutrition. If you have a health challenge, which can be like I did the last couple of days, I had a cold, okay? And this is, to me, it's having a cold is devastating to me, because I do not like to be uncomfortable in any shape, way, or form. I like to feel vibrant all the time. So if I'm feeling down and I'm in bed for a couple of days with a cold, it's a waste of time. And and that happens to me sometimes to just slow me the fuck down, because I'm just like, go, go, go. Here's the key to know that. If you have anything wrong with you, I don't care, like I said, if it was a cold or you have some kind of disease or anything, any kind of health challenge, do not do. And you know what? People are going to argue, and I already know one of my best friends is a big juicer guru, and he's going to say I'm wrong, but trust me, I'm not coming from me. I'm coming from some of the greatest health experts in the world. And the key is the body doesn't recognize the difference between white sugar and fructose and sugar from fruits. And a lot of our diseases, they grow and they get worse, and they eat, like cancer, sugar. So the key is that if you have anything that you're challenged with health-wise, you know, it is hard, but you should be just doing green juices. So if Trisha did green juices, now hold on one second. It's not going to taste good. Trust me, it's not going to taste good. So if you can't take it, put an apple in it. Ask the juicer to put an apple in it, or to put something that's going to be sweet. I am not talking about Jamba Juice. I am not talking about Jamba Juice. Isn't even a place that I would consider. First, it's not organic. You want organic vegetables, organic fruits and superfoods. So remember that if you have anything wrong with you, you really need to be like more like 90% vegetables juice, and, you know, 10%, start off with 10% fruit in that vegetable juice. But if you're healthy and you just like, you know, maybe like Trisha, let's say, I'm not saying that she's healthy, but I'm just saying, you know, maybe she doesn't have any health. Well, she does, but she will do a lot better, right, if she did 60% greens and 40% fruit, and start off that way, and then taper your way off the fruit and build the greens. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you about your scale and what should be on your scale. Now, it's free. This is a free thing to do, and the results are amazing on what this little tip that I'm going to give you on your scale. You know, the key is do this on your scale and forget about it. In other words, what I'm going to show you on my scale right now has been on there for years. Years it's been on there, and I'm going to show you, okay? It doesn't matter that what you're going to see. What matters is that every time you step on the scale, psychologically, okay? And you see it, but you know, you don't really see it because you're always seeing it. It's like when you first paint a room pink, every time you walk in, you go, my room's pink. And then after a while, you don't see the pink anymore, right? But for color therapy, it does affect your mood. It's the same thing with the scale. So let me weigh in right now and show you my scale. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to show you my scale. It's pink, it's old-fashioned, and here's my scale. And as you can see, I don't know what this is. Oh, that's just, wait, let me move it over here. There we go. So I can show you my scale. I like this scale because, as you can see, you can adjust it so that it goes right to the 0, and it may be just because of the floor. So I'm just going to adjust it to it's right to the 0. But the most important thing that you'll see is the number 115 right here. This stays here all the time. And that 115 is my ideal weight. So we're going to weigh myself right now and see what I weigh. I did just share with you guys that I am trying to lose some weight because my diet has been crazy and all over the place. And usually you want to weigh yourself first thing in the morning when you wake up. So it's going to be hard to see this way. Can we see? Let's see. Now see, bending down changes it. So I'd say I'm about 125. If you notice, see how it's going all over the place? Maybe a little more than 125, but see how it's moving when I stand up? If you like this video on my tips and tricks for losing weight, I have so many more that I can share with you. Please let me know down below if you'd like more tips. I can give you another one right now. Talk about being social and you have to go out with friends and you're on a diet and you don't want to eat that much. What you do is you have a snack before you go out there. And I know with Trisha Paytas that doesn't work, because the girl will eat the snack, which really isn't a snack, it's like a meal, and then she'll go and she'll eat enough food for a week. So this doesn't really apply to Trisha, because that doesn't work. But for me, usually if I think I'm hungry, I find that if I eat something, whatever, it could just be like a date with a nut inside. Oh my God, that's so good. Or it can just be like half of a bar, or it can just be some water with a salad before I go out to eat. For me, it does give me the control not to overeat, the control to choose what I'm going to eat very carefully, and the willpower to do it all again tomorrow. Because at the end of the day, I'm worth it, and so are you. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.